Are you guys believing what the media is telling us? It's been nearly 4 weeks since the Maui fire massacre. Like, why do you think that the death toll is continuously being kept a mystery?
Well, it's a little overwhelming, you know.
What about the missing children? Where are they?
I'm just a volunteer. I'm a nobody. I'm just part of the public. This is my county. I'm born and raised here.
You're a big somebody, girl. Don't say that.
I'm never leaving. For me, the children, the kupuna, the families.
How is it possible that 2,000 children have gone missing? What is wrong with this picture? Why aren't we seeing more panicked parents on mainstream media? What are they trying to suppress from us? Now, in recent times, various instances of government incompetence, they've come to light, so to speak, leaving citizens questioning the effectiveness of their elected representatives.
Republicans have slammed US President Joe Biden for his inadequate response when asked about the Maui wildfires.
President, any comments on the rising death toll in Maui?
Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President?
Now, one such example of this is the recent wildfire outbreak that took place in Lahaina, Maui, in Hawaii. Meanwhile, wildfires spread rapidly and they took a toll on the entire community. And in addition to that, thousands of acres of lavish real estate, mind you, holdings of top celebrities like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Steven Tyler, Will Smith, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and a lot of other very high-profile celebrities have somehow managed to avoid the wrath of the Maui fires on their properties.
There's mixed reaction tonight from Maui, where Oprah Winfrey recently bought hundreds of acres of ag land in upcountry.
And this has a lot of people in the public intrigued. How is it possible? How did they manage to not be impacted by those wildfires? And in some videos that are circulating on social media, you got individuals pointing to some very peculiar instances during the fire outbreak. Now, some witnesses have indicated that certain blue objects seem to be spared from destruction, like almost like blue objects couldn't catch fire, suggesting a certain level of precision that is very uncommon in the chaos of the wildfire. And these videos that I'm talking about, these anecdotes, they add to this growing sense of unease and intrigue that's surrounding the events that unfolded in Lahaina. Now, the lack of transparency from our government agencies and authorities, it only adds to the suspicions. Accusations of a conspiracy to suppress information and actually keep the public in the dark, it's only gotten louder. And as residents and observers seek answers, the need for open and thorough investigation becomes even more evident, guys. Like, keeping crucial details under wraps, it only fuels mistrust and it allows theories to thrive in the absence of this information. The lawsuit that was filed by Maui County against the Hawaiian Electric Company, it just further raises even more eyebrows.
Almost 3 weeks after fires ravaged Maui, claiming at least 115 lives and leaving hundreds unaccounted for.
See them right there, that's the power line that started.
Hawaiian Electric, facing more than a dozen lawsuits for allegedly not de-energizing its power lines ahead of a severe wind event or properly maintaining its equipment, released a series of new assertions.
The allegations suggest that negligence in maintaining power lines contributed to the fire's rapid spread. And they have, when I say they, I'm talking about Hawaiian Electric, is beginning to admit even more fault.
Why didn't you shut off the power when the wind started to pick up?
As I said earlier, it's still in the early days. We're still looking at all the information, and we haven't actually had a chance to do all of that at this time.
With all due respect, it's been 6 days, though, so almost 6 days.
You may be talking about what happens in California in the shut-off program. And so we, like most utilities, don't have that program.
And while the blame of the fire falls on Hawaiian Electric, the ownership of the company by BlackRock and Vanguard, mind you, both very influential investment management firms, raise concerns about corporate interests, accountability. And is this a possible setup for the inevitable land grab from the desperate homeowners of Lahaina, Maui? Now, in the midst of this disaster, the public skepticism has only been expanded beyond the immediate fire-related events. people are now questioning the actions and the intentions of very prominent figures involved in the response efforts. I mean, let's just take Maui Police Chief John Pollider. Now, he's come under some significant scrutiny to his role as both the police chief and the coroner, and allegations of collecting the DNA of deceased Hawaiians. Now, these concerns further fuel suspicion of hidden agendas and a lack of transparency. Furthermore, the media's portrayal of the disaster response has been met with skepticism. The deployment of FEMA officials and their choice of accommodations at luxury resorts such as Four Seasons have caused outrage among residents who feel neglected and unsupported. And then let's not forget about, the disconnect between the experiences of those who were affected by the fires and, of course, the responses from federal, local, and community government agencies. It only highlights the gap in communication and understanding. The inefficiency of governments around the world has certainly raised concerns among citizens, as instances of mismanagement and a lack of effective communication have become increasingly evident. An illustrative example of this particular failure of government agencies to activate the siren alarm systems in Maui, Hawaii during the recent wildfires. And get this, guys, despite having one of the most advanced siren systems in the world, the alarms did not sound the alert. Why is that? Now, instead, unreliable text messages are used to communicate with residents, leaving many unaware and unprepared for the impending danger. Such missteps underscore the need for more competent governance and, that can effectively respond to emergencies and safeguard citizens' lives. Though not confirmed, the sentiment persists that there might be a little bit more to the story than meets the eye. Why weren't the sirens turned on?
And the reason why, and
so many people said they could have been saved if they had time to escape. Had a siren gone off, they would have known that there was a crisis emerging. And as we know, so many bodies were found in the ground.
Do you want him to give you the answer, or do you want to give? Well, then let him finish. Let him finish his answer.
Sorry, there's a lot of people.
Well, you're talking and you're not letting him talk. If you want to talk, come up here.
I'm ready for the answer.
Then wait.
Now, of course, we have heard from the police chief and different government officials and talking heads about why they weren't turned on. But what's the real reason? Now, in the wake of the government and corporate incompetence, innovative companies have actually risen to address gaps in the market. And talk about incompetence. We all know just a few months ago how Bud Light just trashed their market cap. And, with their recent marketing campaign, it's just been a mess. I mean, y'all saw that, right? And I want to tell you guys about something that I think that you guys should know about. Here's how to capitalize on incompetence in the right way. Not like these billionaires that are just trying to buy the land in Maui for pennies on a dollar and are aggravating people. Here's a company that is trying to do good and to capitalize on the failures of woke big alcohol by going to what people want to see, which is their favorite influencers. Now, one company which has sponsored today's video is Liquor House Incorporated, which has, by the way, recognized the failures of some of these traditional alcohol giants in adapting to changing consumer behaviors. Now, I want you guys to take note of the company which leverages a network of over 550 influencers to market and sell alcohol products online. Now, this particular strategy, it's capitalizing on the growing trend of influencer marketing, and it resonates with consumers that are seeking personalized experiences. Now, Liquor House Incorporated, they understand the evolving landscape of consumer behavior and has strategically capitalized on it. And as the C-19 pandemic once again threatens to reshape shopping habits once again due to potential restrictions, Liquor House remains primed to be able to seize the online market. And with a network of over 550 influencers comprising of bar owners, bartenders, mixologists, and industry experts, the company has already established a very direct link to its target audience. And this strategy sets Liquor House apart from legacy alcohol giants like Bud Light, which often struggle to grasp the nuances of the modern consumer. Despite initial setbacks, Liquor House Incorporated presents a very compelling investment opportunity. One of the most striking aspects of Liquor House's potential lies in its recent IPO on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol LQR, which is on your screen right now. So take note of the ticker symbol LQR. Again, they're on the NASDAQ, and despite a very challenging market environment, high interest rates, as well as many other external factors, the company's stock price has essentially experienced an 80% decline. Now, this plunge, while seemingly daunting, it reveals a significant opportunity to investors. Now, just to go ahead and put things into perspective, this stock here, it would literally need to like quadruple to reach the IPO price that initially raised $5 million from some very smart investors. Now, this unique situation has attracted a lot of attention due to the potential of a short position. If it were to unwind, this stock could really do some amazing things, potentially propelling the stock price back to its IPO value. Now, just think about what would happen if that short position were to unwind. And beyond that, the company's commitment to its own stock through a repurchase program, it's a very, very promising sign, and it demonstrates the confidence in its growth potential. The involvement of insiders, including the CEO's significant recent stock share purchase, it really signals optimism and a potential turnaround, in my personal opinion. And this, coupled with the CEO's recent purchase of 86,000 shares, it just showcases a unified belief in the company's growth prospects. Now, Liquor House's business model, it extends beyond leveraging influencers to sell existing alcohol products. An additional advantage lies in the company's ability to create its own alcohol brands. This strategy opens the door to higher profit margins, especially one of these proprietary label experiences. Think about this. If one of these proprietary labels that they own experiences exponential growth, imagine what would happen. The profit margins are astoundingly greater than simply selling another company's brand. Now, between 2021 and 2022, Liquor House demonstrated remarkable resilience, achieving a 100% increase in revenue. And these impressive figures, they lay the groundwork for continued growth in 2023. Now, what truly positions Liquor House Incorporated as an investment opportunity that is worth considering is its relative recession-proof business model, as alcohol consumption tends to persist regardless of economic conditions. I mean, think about it. The company operates in an industry that remains relatively immune to economic downturns. Regardless of economic conditions, people they consistently purchase alcohol. They buy alcohol. You know, they're making Liquor House a steadfast contender in uncertain times. People are going to buy liquor and alcohol whether they're depressed or they're celebrating. I mean, the ability to weather the storm and maintain a stable revenue, it really speaks volume about the company's adaptability and their strategic foresight. And this resilience positions the company as a very stable investment option, able to navigate through economic fluctuations. The company's success in generating revenue growth of 100% between 2021 and 2022, it only underscores the ability to adapt and to create market opportunities. The prevailing instances of government incompetence, the enigmatic wildfires in Lahaina, Hawaii, Maui, the extravagance of celebrity real estate holdings, and the rise of Liquor House Incorporated as an investment opportunity showcases the multifaceted landscape of modern society today. And as citizens demand more accountable governance and greater transparency, opportunities arise for innovative companies to fill market gaps and to address consumer needs. And in a world marred by uncertainty, these developments, they remind us of the very importance of critical analysis, due diligence, and a very hopeful outlook for the future. In an era tainted by skepticism and doubt, Liquor House serves as a reminder that opportunities exist for those who are willing to explore them, for those who are willing to investigate, and for those who embrace change. Amidst government mishaps and mysteries surrounding natural disasters, the rise of this innovative company shines as a beacon of hope. As investors weigh their options, Liquor House, they stand ready to demonstrate its potential for growth, resilience, and long-term profitability. By seeking out such opportunities, individuals have the power to transform uncertainty into optimism and to forge a path forward towards a brighter future.